Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, traders all around the world. Welcome back, or I'm welcoming myself back. I'm in the driving seat and rearing to go. Sound more like a DJ, don't I? So, no, I had a good week, and yeah, just looking back through the charts, looking to see what happens. I'll just go through one set of weekly pivots on the 60-minute chart, just to follow up on the last video I did before I went away. This is the pound yen, and really nice clinical chart, because this is the support here. So we didn't quite touch the weekly pivot on Tuesday, so we sold on Monday, came down to this level here, started to hold 152.16, and then wangled our way up to the weekly R1 on Friday. What was the entry? I think one of the best entries was this area here in the afternoon UK time of Tuesday. Why? Because we had that triangle pattern. So we moved around it just outside, broke out of the trend line, came back to this main support level, never breached this hammer, which was 4 o'clock UK time Tuesday afternoon, and then wangled our way up. This sell-off, 100-point drop here, was in the Asian session on Thursday overnight, was it? Wednesday overnight, sorry. And then we wangled our way up. So what does that leave us with the charts? Let's look at the daily first. And there you can see that weekly R1 up there, a bit something of a reversal bar, because there was a lot of resistance up here. I don't see that selling. That's a massive wall, isn't it? That 154 is a massive wall. So I think we're going to pull back to a support level and then run. I don't think that's going to sell off. I'm not going to have to eat my words on that. But short term, that is going to pull back but not sell. So the main pivot level there is 152.82. Let me enlarge this, sorry. Look at the weekly. The weekly is more. The reason why I'm positive on this is the weekly with the pivot fibs. It's a higher close. So for 2 weeks of buying, and that major resistance is 156. So I would like to see a pullback to 152.80, which was the previous week's close. But I am still bullish that one. If we look left, and we can see that the next main area of resistance is this 162.40. This is the fibs on the last big move, which puts us up to 169.50. Any candle patterns? Well, not really. Slightly higher close. Now, I would look for a pullback. I would still be a buyer of this one. And that level there is got me interested. So let's put an alarm there. That's the pound yen. Pound US dollar hit a major level of resistance of 157 on Wednesday and sold for the following 3 days for a 140-point drop. You can see this is a main support level. That is a reversal bar on Wednesday. That is a huge level of resistance. We've closed below the daily 8, but the main support is 155. I would still, I mean, like the pound yen, I would still favour the upside on this on a pullback. Okay, we're grappling with 50% fibs, and so let me see. Yeah, 154 is the area I'm going to alarm. 154.10. Although we're below that 50% fibs, I would still. It's a massive amount of support now. So come off a huge amount of resistance. I would still expect that to come back. We've got an 8 and 21 cross under here, just underneath this level, and the 50 EMA up here. So I think if we come down to 154, that would be a fade of the 50 EMA. Any other chart patterns? Let me see. That's a trend line. Excuse me. So we come under the trend line, come under the fibs. So we definitely need a pullback. What else can I see? Okay, so that's 154. 154 is calling this trend line, bottom of this current linear regression. This trend line to the upside. So yeah, that's what I would look for. Euro. Decent close. Excuse me. That's a decent close. I think the trend line support, midline of this linear regression, closed above a key area. That's a buy at 133.70. Let's see if we can test 136. Very slow. Let's look at the weekly. Above this 76.4%. It's very, like I said, very slow. That's a good close last week. So I would buy a pullback to 133.30 to see if I can get back to 136 on the Euro US. Euro Yen. Massive resistance up there. Wow, right on the 50%. RSI is showing the scope for an upside. I would still be a buyer 131.20 on that one. I think these markets are okay. And the weekly Dow is a hammer. So break 15,080 just above us. I think that can retest the highs. Any trend lines? Yep. There's a hammer on a trend line. And you can see there's resistance up here. So I think we at least see a retest of that. 15,800 if we can get going. Sorry. Daily's below the 8. Let's look at the daily again. So look at this trend line support down here at the lows. We've got a triangle pattern here which we've held. We've got 50 and 2. Now what have we got? Hang on. 2 EMAs right underneath us, 14,700. So this is the 200 EMA down here. We've got 150 across us. So the 50 EMA would give us up here So I would look for that to at least bounce up to 15,200. Oil. Oh, decent daily close. Lovely retest of this hammer. So that's a buy at 105.80. Let's see if we can get back to 108. That's a bull flag. I think that's a bull flag. And the weekly, not so great. Put the fibs on that. And see, we're trapped under here, but we break 108, and that's going up to 115, 115. Not a brilliant weekly, but a pretty strong daily. And gold is having a good time. Nice move off of this area here. Once we broke 1300, that's nice. That's a pullback to 1385. Then look at the foot. Let's look at the Nikkei. That is doing okay, but not great. Few stocks. So Rolls is just holding support down here. Rolls in a big box basically. We'll just come down to the bottom of that box. And if we're to hold for the longs, we would need to close above that trend line. Start failing here, and Rolls is going to come down to these lower levels. Premier Foods, been looking at Premier Foods for a long time. It's a lovely move. That's doubled off of this move from 60. It's too extended to get in now. Lloyd's 75. That's sideways at best. Domino Pizzas has come up nicely. So it came off decent amount of support, 533. That's, if you're not in this, that's a buy at 555. Barclays is beginning to edge up. I like that. I think that might break. That breaks out of that, and we're going to see 336. And let's have a look at Vodafone, still not doing it. Delhi City is struggling. Unilever is okay. That's a buy at 25.45. eShore is struggling. That's very weak. That can't close above the daily 8. That's in trouble. I'm going to have to get out if that breaks 233. Ocado. That's alright. It's holding up. If that can break those above, or break 296, it's going back to 350. US stocks. Goldman Sachs. I think that's good. I think if we break Friday's high, it's a hammer on major support, 158.70. I think we break that high, 159.70. That's going back to 170. Facebook has been on an absolute tear. That's too extended to get back in. Bank of America is doing okay. So the charts are pretty good. Apple's back to 500. There's the breakout pattern here. There's the double bottom. There's the trend line breakout. So this 390 area has done well. Right, we'll leave it there. Traders around the table will be Monday night, and then I'll talk about the changes ahead. Alright, hope that helps, and do join me at 7 PM UK time on Monday evening. It'll be a quick 25-30 minutes. Okay, bye for now.